Hello everyone. It's James again. And today I want to talk about something very important. And that is the negative effects of accepting narcissism in society. And that people in all areas of society are struggling. They are struggling a lot more than what a great many people might think. But before we dive into the topic, again, I want to thank all of you for your support. A great many of you have been on this channel for years and it really does mean a lot to me. And for the new subscribers, thank you for giving this little cartoon man a bit of your time. I do appreciate you. Because here's the thing. Going through what a great many of us have been through, narcissistic abuse, wasn't and isn't an easy task. It wears you out. It takes away time from your life where you could be doing other things you would rather be doing. And it robs any amount of joy from your life. Well, sadly this appears to be the playbook and business model that is spreading worldwide. Or at least in a great many countries. On how they want things for you to be. It seems like any amount of happiness and prosperity has to be squashed. And one might think, why would a country or a society want to do that to their people? And the one-word answer to that question I have is control. Control. Now we know narcissists get their kicks out of dimming the light that shines in your eyes. They love to feed on your pain and misery. But in order to get there, they have to control you. And when we look at the narcissists that were in our life, they did everything they could to sabotage any type of happiness or good thing that seemed to come our way. And at the time we felt like we were the only ones that grew up like this. That we were the only ones that had a mother or father or other caregiver that was a non-stop manipulator trying to mess up not only every life opportunity we might have had, but they also did their best to mess up our brains and how we viewed ourselves and how we viewed the world and others in the world. It seemed like one step forward and 10 steps back. It seemed like we were unable to get any ground. Well, what I want you to do is look at the content online regarding jobs. People in all fields. Fields where you can make a couple of $100,000 a year. And now people are losing their jobs due to AI automation. And they are unable to find work unless they want to DoorDash or drive Uber. And nothing wrong with those jobs at all. But this just illustrates the problem. The narcissist. The societal narcissists are now pulling their narcissistic rug out from everyone. And maybe they might find a great job at a nice family-owned business like I mentioned in one of my last videos. That nice family-owned business might go under and have to close because of a lack of revenue and funds. And I know it can be hard to be positive during times like this. But this is why I say, even if you believe things are going your way, take the time to do things to make sure you are secure. Like Joseph or Yosef told Pharaoh to do in Egypt. He let him know there was going to be a time of plenty and a time of great lack. But if they prepared during the time of plenty, things would be fine when they hit a hard time. We have to understand a great many narcissists control the jobs we work at. And how society is run. The best thing we can do is understand this fact and do what we can to make our life easier and more enjoyable. Meaning, look at areas of our life where we can save. This might be hard for some to do. But I think it's well worth it. Because there are those that were able to quickly understand the rigged system. And they were able to save and become creative with the job or income or business and get out of the narcissistic rat race grind. And though changes may come, positive changes, where the narcissists might have less control, the truth is you have to do what's right for yourself today. This is why I say, if you are with a narcissist now or someone you suspect to be a narcissist, you probably want to get away from this person. Because the truth is your life is in danger. As there is story after story of these individuals deleting their so-called friend, or their husband or wife. It's just sick. Well, the same goes for your job, and other areas of life. But I don't think people should just up and quit. Because that brings about another set of problems. But start doing something today that is going to positively impact your life and that will lessen the chances of you being left out in the cold and being mistreated in the process. I have to say, a lot of the job content that is on this platform really speaks volumes on how bad things really are. People that were once happy in their jobs are now being micromanaged and treated poorly. Or they were once making great money and now AI took their job. And they can't find another job they are trained and have the skills for simply because AI is now dominating the market. And I admire the hard work these people are putting into figuring things out, with them creating new ways for them to stay afloat in life. But the problem is we got here, I believe, simply because a great many people accepted this new narcissistic society, simply because they didn't want to speak up. And or they would just say, well, that's just how it is. And this is how narcissists get their golden children in a home-style dynamic. They make them afraid that they won't be loved or cared for if they go against the narcissistic parent. Now, no matter what, and no matter how bad the narcissist parent is, they will go along with it all. But eventually, going along with this mess ends up ruining the golden child's life and life opportunities in the process. Well, I believe there are a great amount of people in society that behaved in the same way, with the mindset, well, that's just how things are, simply because at the time their lives weren't affected by this evil. But then one day it was and is. And that's how it usually goes. Evil comes along, and those that aren't affected by it right then and there are just feeling lucky it's not them. And thank God it's happening to someone else. And then they might feel cocky and even protected, because hey, they are going along with the system. But just like clockwork, that only lasts for so long, and before you know it, they are now on the losing end. But I think that's how we got where we are at right now as a society. There were too many people that figured it's not happening to them. Why care? The problem is now, it's happening to most people. Most people are struggling in one way or another. There are very few people that I know that are living an easy breezy life. Because remember, what do narcissists feed on? That's right. They feed on your pain, your suffering and stress. Well, I have news for you. Those that have created the very dynamic that most people are living under, they more than likely feed on the same exact things. And I believe the goal is to bring everyone down to their lowest state. So people just say, okay, I give up. You can take control over everything. I will do what you say. Because please know, narcissists love to tire people out, in order to get them to submit and bend to their will. A great many of you remember having your narcissist wife or husband arguing with you at 3 in the morning like an evil demon, preventing you from getting decent rest and feeling charged to have a good work day. And now you feel like a wreck. Well, that narcissist that was in your life, their goal was to turn you into a zombie. So you would be so messed up. You would agree with the narcissist regarding anything they said, did, or wanted, simply because you just wanted a moment's peace. And guess what? The narcissist that was in your life knew this fact. That's why they did what they did. To get control over you and your life. Well, I've seen 60-year-olds that had really good paying jobs, where they felt valued and that they were making a difference. Then before you know it, everything changed. And they were now being mistreated at work by those above them. And then out of nowhere they were let go. And now they are working 3-gig economy jobs to stay afloat and pay their bills. This is what the narcissist wants, and this is what the societal narcissists want. Because if they can drive enough people to the point where they have no peace and no rest, and nothing to work hard for, they know. The societal narcissists know. They can get people en masse to say, I give up. I give up all my control to you. Just give me a moment to catch my breath. But what amazes me is the human spirit. Though a great many let this happen, There are tons of people though upset about how life is going for them. Are working hard to make things as good as they can be for themselves and their families. And I do admire that a lot. The simple fact is, narcissists want narcissism and evil to spread. Why? To feed on the pain it causes to others. And in that pain they would love to gain control over everyone's lives. Take a look around. Take a look around. Well, that's all I have for today. I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.